Close your eyes, dear friend, and let your spirit drift to a place where moonlight paints the world in silver and ancient magic whispers secrets to the night. Tonight, we journey to a valley cradled by slumbering hills, where a special tree awaits. On the edge of a quiet valley, veiled by winding meadows and hushed forests, lay a lake of profound stillness. Its surface, like polished obsidian, mirrored the night sky with such perfect clarity that those who stood upon its shore often forgot which way was up and which was down. It was a place where stars seemed to fall into the water, creating a shimmering tapestry of light. At the heart of this celestial mirror stood an old willow tree, its silver-green leaves cascading into the water like strands of spun starlight. Each delicate leaf seemed to hum with a gentle, ancient energy, catching the moonbeams and scattering them across the tranquil surface. The air around it was always calm, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and stardust. Locals whispered tales of the willow, claiming it was older than the very stones of their village, a silent sentinel of forgotten ages. They believed it held the dreams of all who had ever sought solace beneath its graceful branches, weaving them into its very essence. It was a guardian of slumber, a keeper of quiet hopes. One misty evening, as twilight softened the edges of the world, a weary traveler named Elias wandered into the valley. His boots, once sturdy, were now worn thin from countless miles, and his heart felt heavier still, burdened by unspoken longings. He had left his home long ago, driven by an unnameable quest. Perhaps he sought peace, a quiet harbor for his restless soul, or perhaps a sense of belonging that had always eluded him. Or maybe, just maybe, he yearned for a place where the persistent ache in his spirit would finally find rest, a gentle balm for his journey-worn heart. His path had been long and winding, filled with both wonder and weariness. Drawn by a faint, ethereal shimmer, Elias followed the moon's reflection as it danced across the dewy grass. It led him, as if by an unseen thread of destiny, to the tranquil shores of the moon-kissed lake. The air here was utterly still, a soft embrace of silence. The water lay like an unbroken sheet of glass, reflecting the heavens with breathtaking fidelity. And there, rising majestically from the mirrored surface, was the great willow, its ancient form glowing softly, almost ethereally, in the gentle moonlight. It seemed to beckon him closer, a silent invitation to peace. Elias stepped onto the narrow wooden dock, the old boards creaking softly under his weight, a gentle sigh in the quiet night. Each step brought him closer to the heart of the lake's magic, to the ancient tree that seemed to breathe with the very essence of dreams. The air grew cooler, yet strangely comforting, as he approached. As he drew near the willow, a soft, almost imperceptible breeze stirred its long, trailing branches. They swayed slowly, with a graceful, deliberate motion, as though acknowledging his presence, a silent greeting from an ancient spirit. Then, a whisper seemed to pass through the myriad leaves, a sound like rustling silk. It wasn't words exactly, not in any language he knew, but more like a feeling, a cascade of memories, both distant and vivid. He saw visions of his childhood, bathed in a warm golden light, his mother's gentle laugh, the comforting smell of fresh bread baking in the hearth, and endless afternoons spent chasing playful clouds across a boundless sky. The wind carried another memory, a bittersweet melody of lost friends, of roads he had taken with courage, and those he hadn't, paths left unexplored. It was a poignant symphony of his past, yet strangely comforting, like a lullaby sung by time itself. The willow seemed to cradle these recollections, offering them back with tenderness. Kneeling at the dock's edge, Elias reached into the cool, clear water. It felt like liquid moonlight against his skin, refreshing and pure. In his reflection, shimmering on the lake's surface, he no longer saw the tired, burdened traveler he had become, his face etched with weariness. Instead, he saw himself as a boy again, his eyes bright with wonder, his heart open and unburdened by the world's cares. It was a glimpse of his true self, untainted by time or sorrow. A single tear rolled down his cheek, but it felt like a tear of release, not sorrow, a gentle cleansing of his spirit. The willow's branches dipped lower, as if in a silent blessing, brushing the lake's surface with their delicate tips. This gentle touch sent ripples across the reflection of the stars, creating a dance of light and shadow. It felt as though the ancient tree was speaking directly to his soul, its message clear and profound. "It is not the years behind you that define you," the willow seemed to whisper, "nor the burdens you have carried. It is the dreams you still hold ahead, the quiet hopes that flicker within your heart, that truly illuminate your path." This gentle truth settled upon Elias, a comforting blanket of understanding. Elias rose slowly, his heart lighter than it had been in many seasons, a profound sense of peace settling within him. He bowed deeply to the willow, a gesture of profound gratitude for the solace it had offered, for the quiet magic it had shared. The weight he had carried for so long had finally lifted, replaced by a gentle serenity. As he walked away from the moon-kissed shore, the lake returned to its perfect stillness, the moon gliding across its surface like a silent guardian. The willow swayed gently in the soft night breeze, keeping its silent watch, holding yet another dream within its ancient, knowing branches. Its magic lingered in the air, a soft, comforting hum. And somewhere, far down the winding meadow path, bathed in the soft glow of the moon, a traveler smiled for the first time in a long, long while. He knew now that peace was not a distant place you find after a long journey, but a precious gift you carry home within your own heart, a light to guide your way. And so the willow waits, a silent sentinel of dreams, its branches ever ready to embrace the weary and the hopeful. It stands as a testament to the quiet magic that exists in the world, a reminder that solace can be found in the most unexpected, tranquil places. Its gentle presence is a promise of peace for all who seek it. May your own dreams be as clear as the moon-kissed lake, and your heart as light as Elias's. If this tale has brought a whisper of peace to your night, please share it with another soul who might need a moment of quiet magic. Subscribe to our channel for more bedtime stories and gentle journeys into realms of wonder. And let us know in the comments which magical places you dream of visiting.